scene one, take one. Right. Quiet on the set. All right, here we are at property number 1 with Frank. Yeah. All right, this is cool. So this is property number 1. I don't want to talk too loud. You got your neighbor right here. Very cool people. You've already met them.
Yep.
Friendly folks. I love this lot. So it's like an extra private driveway. For people, 2 or 3 cars. You can definitely have your. It's almost like you don't even have to go inside the mobile home park to, come home.
Right.
What year is this?
It's a 1999.
Oh, really nice. It's almost like on a private road. Very rarely see that. So underneath looks really clean. Did it always look like this, or did you have to pull it out?
It pretty much looked like that. The only thing that was an issue was the skirting was all torn up. But I mean, we just put it back up, but for the most part, nothing was looking.
The skirting, this is new skirting, or it was...
I think it's the same skirting. We just set it back up because it was all blown down.
Okay. Was the home power washed recently, or anything like that?
No.
Looks relatively clean. So something not cool, these people, it's not even a legal thing, it's just a notice for some sort of sales, like call us to help sell your mobile home.
Oh, wow.
Which is... And that's not even like an easy to pull off sticker. Right. Like if it was just that's like you're gonna ruin your afternoon taking off this sticker. All right, so let's take a look inside here. So these are the stairs that came with it.
Yes.
They seem pretty solid. That's good. Lockbox on the door. That's the way to go. Right away, just great looking. I mean, the wow factor when you first walk in. Did it look like this?
No, not at all. The place was completely trashed. There was junk everywhere. I think the park manager said that the people who lived here were flea market people, and they just had a bunch of random junk in the house.
They lived at a flea market? They worked at a flea market?
Yes.
And then okay.
And I mean, there was spray paint on the walls where it looked like gang signs. A bunch of soft spots in the floors. All of this was carpet.
Just throughout the whole floor, or just soft spots in a bunch of places?
A soft spot here by the door, and I think a couple in this area. But the issue was there was a leak in the ceiling, and the moisture was coming through all the way down to the floor.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'm curious if the wall, that's really solid though.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how long the water was coming down, rotting out that, the wood down there. But right now, was this new, removed and replaced? Or?
No, it was just, we just painted over it. It was like a factory print, like it almost looked like wallpaper. But we just literally just painted a lighter color to make it seem more spacious in here. But it was like a dark gray print of whatever.
Excellent. And then what did you do to fix you don't want to fix all this and, put in the time to fix everything and make it look so great. What did you do to fix the leak?
He went over with some sort of sealant. The term that he used was mud. I'm not a construction expert, but he used some sort of sealant on the outside to close up the leak.
Stop the video. Me and Frank want to pause right now because I want to talk to you about the super valuable lesson that you can learn by what Frank just said. And he just said that he's not a construction expert. The fact that you aren't, that doesn't give you a free pass for not knowing what somebody is going to do to your home. Whether you're buying a mobile home, whether you're selling a mobile home, or you're working with a handyman, it's important to have clarity and ask questions about what's going on. It's important that we understand what a handy person, what a contractor is going to do to fix our mobile homes. Mobile homes are pretty, what you see is what you kind of get. You can peel back a few layers and see all of the mobile home. So anyone competent in repairing mobile homes will tell you what product they're going to use, what the procedure is, what the timeline is going to be, how much the labor is going to cost, how much the material is going to cost, unless you're going to get material on your own, which is probably a good idea. But I want to stop this video because it's so important to ask questions. Just because you're brand new in this business. And if you're brand new in this business, you may look at an investor that's been doing this for 10 years and say, I want to be that investor. That investor has learned a lot of mistakes. They've lost a lot of money. They've had a lot of successes. If you've never done a deal, you're going to go through the same hurdles, the same challenges, the same questions, the same things that Frank has already overcome. And now on his multiple deals now moving forward, he's continuing to overcome things, and he's continuing to ask more questions and become more assertive and know more about his local market and becoming more and more of a local expert. And when he has to handle more repairs, and he's already handling a significant amount of more repairs, he's much more competent, much more capable, much more confident in himself. I know me personally, back in school, I was a little timid to raise my hand. And a lot of times I didn't raise my hand when I had questions. And in school, that's one thing. It's probably not that good, but it's what happened in school. But in real life, that's not something that you want to do, especially when you have your money on the line. Ask questions, get clarity, know what's going to be fixed and what's not going to be fixed, double check with people, triple check with people. And if people get angry or rude or snippy with you, you might not want to deal with that person for getting so, rude just because you're trying to get more clarity on something. Plus you can learn more and you can stay in control by asking questions. So I hope that really made sense with the fact that just within yourself, understand that you may not have all the answers, but you can ask questions to people like me, to other people in your local market that might know about mobile homes or mobile home repairs, especially to your handyman or contractor, or the buyer and seller. If you're looking at something, if you're talking with them, don't be afraid to ask questions. In the beginning, I didn't know what questions to ask. I didn't even know what questions I could ask, which ones I was allowed to ask. And you're allowed to ask whatever questions that you like about the home, about what you're buying, about a situation. You obviously don't want to be rude, but finding out, touching, feeling, getting into what you're going to be buying is super important, and having clarity. So I hope that made sense. I think I went on a little bit further than I wanted to, but I hope that made sense. Let's go back to the video.
And he also sealed up some of the windows because you could see where they were. There's like a space between them.
From the outside, or like right in here we would have seen?
From the outside.
Oh, I see. Okay. We can maybe right here.
If you see that middle window,
Yes.
like right above the top,
He
like sort of like.
And he fixed that? Oh, I see. Okay. He just put some sort of caulking in there. It's clear. And he did that. That's water resistant. So that had nothing there. There was a big gap there before.
Yeah.
And he did that on all the windows?
I'm not sure if he did all of them, but he brought it up and he just did it to. He showed me where there was a gap there and how moisture could get in.
Okay. But then he put the cement or then mud or whatever product he used actually on the. Where did he put that? Because it looks like a shingle roof.
Yeah, I think he put it under the shingles.
Okay. Okay, good. And then since then, no issues?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all. And it's rained quite a bit.
Oh, so. Well, it smells good. Yeah. That's a big thing as well. This tile, you said that the guy, the handyman, kind of had a connection, or
yeah,
hookup.
Yeah. And all of this was trash. There was linoleum on the floor, but where the appliances are, there were no appliances. We put these in here. There was just like this big plank of wood, and it was.
And you could see the floor, the ground underneath?
No, you couldn't, but there was just it was like a plank there, so I'm not sure if there was an issue under the plank, and they were just trying to cover it up. But there was a plank of wood, and he stripped all of that out and put the tile down.
Was this handyman mobile home experience before?
Yes, yes.
I remember you getting the used appliances. Those look great. All right, cool.
You can see like where there was carpet all throughout the bathroom, which was pretty weird for me. And I know you mentioned you've seen that before.
Oh, there was carpet, everywhere in here, right? Oh, yeah.
It was really weird.
I've seen some gross ones. If the carpet, could talk, you'd be like the gross things that I've seen. And the handyman stopped. Look, they just didn't have the material. You can see where the carpet's been removed. So this carpet was nasty. It smelled in here.
Yes.
You said a problem in the kitchen. There was maggots.
Yes.
Or just the people left?
I'm not sure how long it was vacant, but the people that he said that they lived here, and when they were out, there was just junk everywhere. There was a big trash bag full of old food where they probably pulled it out of the refrigerator and shot it there, and maggots were just eating at the bottom of the bag, and it caused a really bad smell.
Of course.
But we got it out of here.
And the park, I mean, so the park had the opportunity to do this. This is where the washer and dryer would go. And 200-meter amp service, that's good. Oh yeah, and it's got a nice, I don't know if we, okay, extra safe. It's got a real nice, huge package unit with the heat and the AC in there. Oh, so, come on. Come on. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 14 foot, or is this 16? This is 14. 14 by something or other. But it's got good space. All the rooms are really nice. There's a huge garden tub in the master bathroom. This is nice. You have your kids like kind of on this side, and then you can have your whole different.
Right. And it was funny because we talk about the sticker on the front door. Whoever stayed here before, both of their kids had like stickers. I mean, they were everywhere, and he had to literally like get something to. You can see the marks where he had to scrape them off. Yeah.
That's really good. Well, he missed the sticker on the door.
Right.
This is great. I'm going to walk through a slight handyman special. I want to point out something on this next door neighbor's home. It's kind of tough to tell, but it doesn't look like it has skirting. But you can see starting about right about there, you can see where there's holes in the holes in that siding, and it is like skirting. It lets air go in and out of the bottom, but it looks really nice. The whole home doesn't look like it has any skirting, so it looks more like a traditional home. Let's walk through this one. This is a absolute fixer-upper. I wonder how long the people were living like this, you know, before they. What do you know that they got thrown out? Is that what happened? With
I think what happened was there was a group of people that lived here at one time, and then a guy came in and bought it as a handyman special.
Okay.
And he was living with the neighbor told me he was living with a girlfriend or something.
People just leave their. I can't believe I've seen that a bunch of times. They just leave their pictures, yeah. Like, wow.
And apparently he couldn't afford to keep up with fixing it and paying for the home, so he got evicted and the park took it back.
That kind of sucks. I mean, that guy had such big hopes, you know, such big ambitions. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know who it was, but right. You know, clearly they put some effort into it.
The neighbor said that the guy wasn't really a handyman, but he was trying to be.
That's obvious.
He was more of a mechanic than anything.
Wow. I mean, that's what you. This is just. Who knows what was done or wasn't done?
Right.
Let's go back here. It's tough to tell, but this is the bathroom, and there's no. We could just kind of keep walking around here. And what room is this? I think this is the master.
Yep. Yep.
2 closets. So the floor actually doesn't feel too soft. There's definitely some spots where I've seen the ground, right. But most of the floor, and it definitely is unlevel. Right. So you can't even see. I'm feeling, you know, there's like 1-inch plywood, and then there's 1/2-inch plywood and 3/4 inch. So I'll just mix and match. That was the. Oh yeah, some bedrooms down here. Just a black screen right now. So there is some material here. I don't know if this light. Oh, awesome. Some material that's being left. I mean, this is a complete full rehab. Absolutely needing months and months of free lot rent. A free home is absolutely. I mean, that's not even a question. The park does not want to do this. That's why, you know, we have this opportunity. Now it's just an understanding, or it's kind of a negotiation between the park if we can get the type of lot rent that we're thinking about, which is about 12 months of free lot rent. And yeah, we're in that room. Look at this nightmare. I'm trying to turn the light on my phone. I don't know how to do that. Oh, cool. All right. Teamwork. Just how scary this is. You have, I mean, just Frankenstein
wires coming out of who knows where, and then you have these huge two electrical cables, one going to a 220 outlet or something for the, you know, washer dryer, and then you have this other one, this big fat one, going to what, the the air conditioner. How that's definitely up to code. nothing to worry about there. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of effort. Not for a first deal at all. First or second deal. There's so much, you know, there's better homes out there. This is not the path of least resistance.